Hey everybody, BGyakinKansas here, bringing you another how-to and tip video for the week. This week we're going to cover a kayak crate we've got here on the CUDA 14. You have to excuse, there's a neighbor running a chainsaw in the background, so if you hear some loud noises, that's what it is. So sorry about that. What we've got here is just a homemade milk crate. I used 2 milk crates to make this crate. It was just some stuff I had laying around. So we'll go ahead, we'll get into how I built this crate. If you want to zoom on in here, Gavin's running the camera for me today while we're going over this. How I've got the kayak secured before I take it out is I use the bungee system that the CUDA 14 has. And I took a Dremel tool and I just took some grooves out of the crate here on both sides. So that's how it holds in on the back. And then in the front, I attached the metal end of some bungees there again to the bungee system on the CUDA 14, and I just drilled a real small hole. So I've got the same thing on both sides here, and that just holds that crate in there nice and tight. If you flipped over, I think it would still probably stay in the yak, so that's a good thing. So get that all undone there. We'll just go ahead and pull the crate out. So what I did was I wanted some extra rod holders on my crate. So I made this first one out of 1.25 inch PVC. We've got these rod leashes here we made. I secured those to the crate itself. Made this out of 1.25 inch PVC and this one out of 1.5 inch PVC for your catfish rods, your surf rods. They got a little bit bigger end on them to fit in there. What I did was took a Dremel tool again and I cut out the shape I wanted, and just kind of trial and error, I just kept cutting on it. And then what I did was I took a wine bottle I had laying around and I heated up the PVC on the end, and then I just shoved it down over the wine bottle, and that kind of gave me that flared end like you see on the manufactured rod holders. And I wanted to secure it in a way that I could, without kind of modifying the yak in any way, and still be able to move it around if I decide this isn't quite where I want it. So what I did is I just zip tied it on there real tight, and they're snug, they're not coming off of there. And I did, when I secured the rod leashes, I actually secured those to the crate. So if this does happen to come off, the rod's still attached to the crate. So again, 1.25 inch PVC on this smaller, shorter one, and 1.5 inch PVC on the larger one. I wanted a lid on my crate so the stuff, if I did happen to turtle, it wouldn't fall out. So this lid here is the top section, or excuse me, the bottom section of another milk crate that I had. And what I did was I just cut it off just slightly above this kind of bottom framework, and then sanded it down again using the Dremel tool. So then I hinged it over here on this side. How I've got the lid secured is I just tied a bungee on the back here, and then it just goes over in these grooves that were already in there. And then I just put 2 bolts here with some nuts on the end, and I can just slide that through there. And I've got a bungee ball on the end there, and that keeps it on there pretty tight. It's going to stay closed even if it falls out of the kayak. Again, something real simple. You can easily change it later if it's just you decide it's something you don't want. And then for the hinge, again, keeping it simple with stuff I had laying around the shop. Took a drill bit and a Dremel and just made really small, fine holes in there. I don't know if you can get in there and see that, Gavin. But just big enough basically for these zip ties to go through, and I put 4 of them in there, and that holds it pretty secure. And then when it stays, it'll stay down there just like that. And this milk crate, it's your standard milk crate, so it'll hold your 3600 series tackle boxes really nice, and anything else you want to keep in there. So again, this is the milk crate that I've made for my kayak. I really like it. I like the lid, the way it sits on the kayak. If I've got some stuff loose, I can just toss it back here real quick, and it stays pretty secure. It goes in and out real easy. Just toss it back in there. Hook my bungee straps there in the grooves, and take these little clips, stick them in the holes. And again, it's in there nice and secure. My seat comes back. Even with the seat up, I can still get the lid all the way open, and it'll stay just like that. It clears your rods. the lid will clear most rods that you put in the rod holder, so it works really nice. If you've got any questions about it that I didn't answer, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. We hope you like this rigging video. We'll have some more to come. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, BGyakinKansas. You can also check us out on Facebook at the same page. Again, don't forget, take a kid fishing.